Hey, folks. I hope you're having a good holiday weekend here. It's the weather's not been too bad. A little rainy over here, but it cooled down quite a bit. So we just been kind of hanging around today, and got a little bit of work done. I said I'm gonna jump on and play some hockey tonight. Just in the mood to kick back and play some hockey. I almost set up the app of hockey, but I didn't. I ended up going. Let's see what I'm gonna play tonight. We're gonna play some action PC hockey tonight, and it's gonna be Bruins and Penguins, 1990. That's like the most modern season I like to play. Maybe I'll play some 93, 94 with the Sharks or something like that. But I do like playing the 1990-91 season quite a bit. That was the first season I got with Apple Hockey, and that's probably why I fell in love with Apple Hockey, because it was that season there. So let me just turn this down a little bit here. And yeah, so let's get down to ice level, and we'll kick things off here. Just going to chill out tonight here and play some hockey. This is not part of a bigger project or anything. This is just kind of me just kicking back tonight and having some fun. Hey, Steeler fans here. How's it going, buddy? So let's get down to rinkside and get this going here. So we are in Pittsburgh. I think they were playing at the Igloo still back in the day. Remember that movie they filmed at the Igloo? It was Claude Van Damme was in it. It wasn't called Face Off. I forget what it was called, but there was a movie they filmed in there. Maybe it was called Face Off or something like that. But it was a hockey movie, and the ending scene was filmed in the Igloo, and had a helicopter crash through the top of it. It was kind of a neat little movie there, Claude Van Damme, back in the day. Alrighty, so we're going to kick things off. I'll play as the Bruins. I'll play as the road team tonight. I usually play home team, but I'll play as the road team tonight and have some fun with it. So we got Ruzicka, Janney, Neely up front, Bork and Wesley, and Moog in the net. Yeah, this was kind of like my big heyday of hockey here, 1990. And then it started to just fall apart from there. I'm going to let the computer handle the line changes for a little while anyway. Sudden Death, yes, that was the name of the movie. Yes, thank you so much, Dealer fan. It was called Sudden Death. Yes, it was. And I think they were trying to assassinate the vice president who was at the hockey game, and Claude Van Damme was in there. And I don't know if he was a cop or if he was a trainer or something. Remember, he got dressed up as the goalie. He got dressed up as the goalie, and he went out and he tried to kill some time because he was trying to stall. Because at the end of the game, they're going to assassinate the hostages. So he was stalling, and he ended up. I don't know. He jumped in the net. It was kind of funny. And then he come off the ice and he saved everybody. Good movie. That was fun right there. All right, so Boston has the puck right now after a whole bunch of stuff here. So Ruzicka has it, sends it over to Neely. Neely one-time shot, and that goes wide and out of play as Barrasso got a piece of that. So they'll call that a shot on net, and it's going to be a face-off now. So Nyland, Carpenter, and Christian come out. So Boston sending out line 3. I'll let the computer handle the lines for a little while. At some point, I might take over. But, again, I'm just having some fun tonight here. Bob Airy, Gillen, and Stanton out with Taglianetti and Mullen for the Penguins. And it's going to be Nyland in the corner right now. Nyland going to try to go to Carpenter in the middle. No, hit by Mullen, and the Penguins are going to steal the puck. Here they come the other way. Bob Airy in the corner. Airy trying to go to Gillen. Gillen shoots. Saved by Moog. So the curse is over here. I've had a curse with Action PC Hockey. With the first 2 shots of the game have been going in on the team uncontrolling. Not the first one. The first 2 shots have been going in. Finally, we got an opening save. You were still a few years away from following hockey in 1990. And 1990 was a good year. The Blues had good teams. The Oilers, just about everybody had a good team in 1990. It was a good year. Airy's going to get the rebound, and he scores. As soon as I talk about not giving up a goal on the first shot, they give up a goal on the second shot. So 2 shots for the Penguins and 1 goal, and my curse on Action PC Hockey continues here on the channel. Good thing this isn't part of a bigger product. This is just me kind of hacking around tonight, having some fun. But, boy, I tell you, I am so snake-bitten in this game. Early in the first period, there's always a goal on my team early in the game. Yager's out there now for the Penguins. That's kind of fun. Ken Hodge Jr. had it, knocked off the puck. And Pittsburgh has it now. Roberts now. Plays it in deep over to Phil Bork, not Ray Bork. Phil Bork. Bork shoots this one, saved by Moog with Yager in front, looking for a rebound, and none to be had. And wow, I hold my breath now. Every time I see that shot go on the net in the first period, I hold my breath. We're going to get aggressive now with Nyland, Carpenter, and Dave Christian out there, but it's going to be won by Tanty. And it's going to be taken by the Penguins. Carpenter knocked them off the puck, though. It slides over to Christian, and they come the other way. Over to Nyland. Nyland with a shot, and that goes 7 miles wide of the net. And it's going to be over to Trottier now. Trottier has a breakup. Plays it in deep. Moog's going to leave it for Sweeney. And here comes the Bruins now. Bork got the Petri Skriko with it now. Skriko with the shot, and that goes well wide of the net. And it's going to be Gillen now for the Penguins. Over to Bob Erie. Erie slides it up the center, and it's taken away by Bork. Incidentally, I good thing I've been doing this here. I think I'm going to be back behind the microphone for real this week, maybe as early as Wednesday. I got the call that the junior leagues are looking for somebody to do the play-by-play again. And somebody that I used to fill in for a guy, and I think he's out. So I think I might be the man for the job this year. So I gotta brush up here on my hockey skills, because I might be behind the mic for real. In fact, I was talking to Ron this morning. I had a dream about that, so that must have triggered the dream. Me going back behind the mic, because I dreamt I was going to do play-by-play for the Bruins, and it was like it was like a disaster. They didn't have a chair for me, and they didn't tell me what was going on. They didn't give me a lineup. It was a funny dream I had last night, so I must be thinking about doing the play-by-play again. Bork's going to dump and chase for the Bruins right now as they trail 1-0. Skriko gets there first. Sends it over to Lazaro. Jeff Lazaro on the play. Had it taken away by Mullison. Zalapsky sends it up on the breakout now. Erie with it now. Back to Gillen. Gillen shoots this one. Saved by Moog. Point-blank save by the Boston goalkeeper. And a face-off in the corner. Yeah, Stokes, thanks. Yeah, it's going to be fun to get back in the action. So many. I should write a book on some of the funny stories that's happened to me while I did the play-by-play. I mean, there was one time we were doing a game, and I'm doing like this. I'm watching the game, and some lady tapped me on the shoulder, like right in the middle of the play. And I'm looking at her like, and now the pass in the corner, and she taps me on the shoulder, goes, "Do you know the Wi-Fi password to the rink?" I got the microphone, and I got the game, and I got the camera right here, and she's right in the middle of the broadcast. My daughter wants to get on the internet with her iPad. Do you have the Wi-Fi password? I'm like, holy, are you kidding me? Right in the middle of the game. Wowzers. And then there was another time I had to race down to interview one of the players. So I'm racing down there, and I got the microphone, and I got this, and I'm in a suit and tie, and I'm running down, and someone else grabs me. Like, and they're like, "Dave, hurry up. We got to do the interview," you know? And I'm like, and some lady stops me. And she asked me a question similar to that. I forget if it was the Wi-Fi password or do I know who does this? I'm like, dude, I'm like trying to do an interview here. You want to come in and we can interview you and get the Wi-Fi password? Holy cow. It's some funny times. And then the people that just want to stand right in front of you and stand in front of the camera. It's like, can you slide out of the way so we can film the game? You know? It's just, and everybody packs at center ice because that's where the camera is. So you stand at center ice, that's what, and everyone just jams right in around you and behind you, and you can't move because everybody has to be at center ice. No one can be a little bit off to the side. Everyone's got to be at center ice. Oh, man. I know I should have pointed to the on-air side. I should have. You know, so many funny things happen. Just people don't even care. You're sitting there doing the game. You try to be as professional as possible, and then somebody, like, just does something stupid like that. Oh, I know what it was, too. Someone's like, "Oh, do you have an extra roster?" Right in the middle of the game. And I'm sitting there looking. It's like, no, go away. You know, you try to be nice, but holy cow, the stupid. It's like, you know, it's like someone at the side of the road doing CPR, and you go, "Do you have an extra glove I could borrow? Do you have an extra glove?" Lady, I'm doing CPR. I'm trying to save somebody's life. Yeah, but I need a glove, you know? I need one of those plastic gloves that you got. That's what it feels like. It just feels like people just the funny stories I could tell. That was kind of funny. All right, so the face-off will be to the left of Moog in the Boston zone. 1-0 Pittsburgh. They scored on their second shot of the game. Not the first shot this time, but their second shot. Gillen's going to win it back to the point to Stanton. Stanton trying to send it over to Mullen. Mullen turns, fires this one. Save Moog with Gillen right in front. And Don Sweeney lifted a stick. And Burridge got run over. And Burridge and Taglianetti, a little bit of, pushing and shoving. And there's no call on the play. Did anybody see the I watched something today on Netflix. Like, again, tonight I'm just kind of chatting here, folks, by the way. Did you see that was it Untold Crime about the Danbury Trashers in Connecticut, about the hockey team? Very good. If you like hockey now, go check Netflix out and search Danbury Trashers. And it was a mobster who bought a hockey team, put it in the, I think it was like the United Hockey League or something like that. And he let his 17-year-old son run the team. It was quite the story. I watched it this morning. It was really fun to watch. So if you're into hockey, go to Netflix and search Danbury Trashers and watch that documentary they have on the Trashers. They had a great logo, by the way. A little trash can with little eyes in it and a hockey stick. It was a great logo. Back to Phil Bourque now. Delayed call. And guess what? Chris Nyland is going to the box for roughing. So Knuckles Nyland draws the first penalty of the game. And it's going to be a face-off here. And I almost set up Apple Hockey tonight, but I was in a lazy mood. And I said, let me just play some Action PC. So I wanted to play this season tonight. I really did. Cullen wins it over to Stevens as the Penguins set up the man advantage. Stevens now turns, shoots this one, blocked by Ray Bourque in front of the Boston net. And it bounces over to Zali Zalapski. Sends it over to Cullen. Back to Stevens in the corner. Stevenson back to Zalapski. One-time shot, saved by Moog. Rebound bops out in front. And it's going to be taken by Cullen as they keep the pressure on. Zalapski with it now. Zalapski moving in. Big drive blocked by Ray Bourque again, and that one stung. Bourque is slowly getting up on that one. Now it's back to Zalapski again. Fires again. Moog with a save. Stevens trying to get the rebound, and he can't get it, and it's cleared out the center. But here comes the Penguins right back into the zone. Good-looking power play for Pittsburgh. It's going to be Stevens now over the line. Taking a pass from Zalapski. Stevens shoots this one. Blocked again by Ray Bourque. Stevens gets a puck in the corner now. Stevens over to Zalapski. Zalapski fires. Saved by Moog, and Moog will hang on. And, wow, that was some good power play there by the Pittsburgh Penguins. 12 seconds to go in the penalty to Chris Nyland and the Bruins. Bailey hanging on. Ray Bourque, I think he blocked 3 or 4 shots on that shift. So let's see if we can clear it out of the zone now. Sweeney wins it from Trottier, and that might kill the penalty off. It goes all the way down the ice. Nyland's back on the ice. Teams are skating 5-on-5 again. It's going to be Trottier now. Trottier fires this one low on Moog. Saved by Andy Moog. Puck bounces into the corner now. Al Peterson sends it over to Don Sweeney with it now. Let's get a little aggressive on this play, shall we? We've got Poulin out there. That might help. Mullen with the hit now, and a puck bounces over to Trottier. Trottier to Young. Shoots. Save Moog. And Moog will hang on. And the shots are 10-1 in favor of the Penguins here in Pittsburgh tonight. And again, this is just a kind of a one-off game. It's not part of a bigger project or a series or anything. Just kind of having some fun with it. And let's go balance this time. Janny, Neely, and Ruzicka are out there. Janny's going to win the puck now. And it's going to be Neely and Ruzicka and Eri go at it. And they're fighting. Rosie Ruzicka, who I don't think ever got in a fight in his life. And him and Eri are going to get 2 minutes. And the faceoff's going to go down in the Pittsburgh zone. We'll take the faceoff, though. But I don't think Rosie Ruzicka was a fighter by any means. A big, tall Russian skater. I always liked Ruzicka. All right, so Poulin, Nyland, and Hodge out there for the Bruins. Now let's go top line. Let's see if I can get the top line out there. Here we go. All right, Burge, Janney, and Neely. Janney's going to win it now, and it's going to be who's going to get the puck? Janney with it now. Janney's got nowhere to go here. Boy, I only got 1 stars, and they're at the point. So Janney behind the net, just going to hit the generic pass button here and sends it over to Burridge. Burridge, oh, boy, I got Weimer at the point. Yay. And Peterson. Oh, boy. All right, we'll go to Peterson. We'll go to Beach Peterson at the point. Peterson shoots this one. Then he scores! It was deflected in by Cam Neely. Are you kidding me? Oh, I had no play on that at all, and I sent it back to the point, and Al Peterson with a drive, and it's tipped in by Cam Neely, and the game is tied at 1-1. So Peterson and Burridge will get assists on this goal right here. That is kind of cool right there. Who was the better goalie, Andy Moog or Byron Dafoe? Oh, boy. I think overall I would give it to Moog because Dafoe was hot for a short time, if I remember. And I could be very wrong, but Dafoe was real good like in for a few years. Moog had a longer career. I think was more steady. I think. I could be wrong, but I would take Moog over Dafoe. And there's nothing wrong with Dafoe, but I just would go with Moog because I think he just was consistent for a longer time. And now Bob Sweeney with it. Bob Sweeney shot and a save by Barrasso. So the Bruins have scored on their second shot as well, and the game is tied. Seabass. Yeah, right. Skriko with it now. Skriko's going to try to skate it in. Petri Skriko. These are the Bruins I remember. The Orr era I was a little too young for. I still know them all, but I was a little too young. But these are the guys that I know. And now Wesley's going to get a hooking call, and the Penguins will go on their second power play of the game. Holy cow. All right, so we'll see if we can clear it out now. Bork back out there with Sweeney on the defense. Christian and Carpenter will try to kill this one off here. And it's going to be to Cullen now. Cullen to Stevens. Stevens moves in. Saved by Moog. Yager there for the rebound. And Moog will hang on. And that was a close call for Boston there. There's the matching penalties up to Ruziska and Erie, so they'll be available to play. But Glenn Wesley's still in the box for Boston. 8:01 to go here in the first period from the Igloo, I believe it is, in Pittsburgh. 1990 hockey action. Bruins and the Penguins. Now it's Hillier with it. Hillier shoots. Saved by Moog. Yager in front again looking for a rebound. And who would know? Who would have thought here in 1990 that Yager would go on to play 30 more years and then some? Imagine that. 1990, Yager's with the Penguins, and 30 years from now, he's still playing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, Carpenter and Trottier on the draw right now. Trottier wins it now for the Penguins, and they'll set up the man advantage here. A minute and a half to go with the 5-on-4. Scott Young slides it to Mullen. Mullen shot saved by Moog. Big rebound out in front, and it's going to go to Trottier now. Trottier skating with it over to Young. Young shot saved by Moog. Andy Moog coming up big now. 14 shots by the Penguins here in the first period. Boy, you talk about an offensive output, and we have it tonight. 58 seconds to go on a penalty to Wesley. Oh, we needed that face-off, but Cullen's going to wrestle that away from Bob Sweeney. Pittsburgh now with it. Stevens back to Murphy now. Murphy shoots this one, saved by Moog. That puck is loose in front, and it's going to be Galley with it now. Galley's just going to try to clear it out of here. And he sends it up to Poulin, and they do clear it out. 20 seconds to go on a penalty to Wesley. Stevens behind the net, winds it up now on the left wing. Full head of steam. Sends it up to Yager over the wing. Yager drop pass to Cullen. Cullen shoots, and that goes well wide of Moog. Puck goes into the corner. Peterson has it. Slides it around to Ruziska, who's on the ice right now, and Wesley's out of the box, and the team's just skating 5-on-5. Let's see if I can just clear it out of here and get a line change. Neely has it now. Up on the wing, taken away, and now it bounces over to Bob Beers. Beers knocked off the puck by Stanton. Bounces over to Neely on the wing. Neely, with a lot of traffic in front of Barrasso, fires this one. Saved by Tommy Barrasso. And the puck bounces over to Taglianetti. Taglianetti, the defenseman, trying to skate it up now for the Penguins. Taglianetti over to Gillen now. Gillen drops it to Erie. Erie on the side. Long distance shot saved by Moog as Quintal screened him on the play. And we got a face-off. We got a TV timeout. Wow. That's probably because we're playing in 1990. We don't have TV timeouts when I play the 70s games. So we'll take a quick break here. And I'm going to have some of my strawberry kiwi Gatorade. 5:02 to go in the first. 1-1 the score. And we're back. That's the one thing I don't have when I go live at these events. I can't hit the mute button. I'm not close enough to the mute button to hit it. So the mic's always on when I do these games. It's kind of funny. That's why when people ask me if I have a extra roster sheet, you hear them on the broadcast. All right, so Sweeney now is going to go up against Tanti on the draw, and it's going to be won by Tanti, and it's going to be the Penguins that win close to 70% of the faceoffs here. And it's going to be back to Loney now. Loney's going to shoot this one for the point. Tanti tips this one, and that just went wide. Somehow Tanti got free in front of Moog, and the shot was deflected wide. Skriko now the break. Send it up to Lazaro. Lazaro shoots this one, and that goes wide of Barrasso. 4:26 to go here in the period. Stanton with it now. Sends it up to Trottier. Over to Tanti now. Tanti over the line. Slides it over to Loney, and he lost the puck, and it's going to be Bob Sweeney with it now. Sweeney up to Janney. Janney, big hit by Zalapski on the play, and the puck is turned over. Here comes Cullen now. Cullen sends it in deep to Stevens. Stevens turning. Stevens shoots this one. Saved by Moog, and he hangs on with Scott Young at the doorstep looking for a rebound. 17 shots for Pittsburgh and 4 for the Bruins. And Wendy's, where's the Beefs commercial? Is that what it was? Nice. That'd be great if we could play some of the classic commercials on here instead of some of the newer ones. I just don't think they would like that. All right, balanced attack now. We got Nyland out there. Knuckles Nyland's out there. So the third line out there for Boston. I should have put the second line out here. I'll put them out next. Erie with it now for the Penguins. Sends it in deep. It's going to be Wesley now. Slides over to Nyland as they try to break it out. Boston coming the other way in a 1-1 game. Erie with the steal now. Coming back the other way for Pittsburgh. Here we go. Erie over to Gillen. Gillen over the line, and he lost it, and it goes all the way down to Carpenter. Carpenter, quick transition game now. Here comes Carpenter over to Christian. Drop pass back to Carpenter. Carpenter moving in. Carpenter fires this one, and that goes wide at Barrasso. Nyland in front looking for a redirection. Let's get line 2 out here, shall we? So we're going to get line 2 and line 2 out here. We'll make our manual line changes, and we'll play out the rest of the period like this, unless the computer changes them on me. Stanton with it now, over to Cullen, back to Young. Penguins flying right now in this game. Turnover, though, and here comes Boston the other way. We're going to get aggressive on this turnover. It's over to Hodge. Hodge to Galley to Poulin. Dave Poulin, shot saved by Barrasso, with Hodge standing in front. Nice job by Boston there. We get the top line out now, so it's going to be Bork and Wesley, Ruzicka, Janney, and Neely for Boston with 1:11 to play in the first period. Let's see if we can draw this one back. Janney's going to try to win this one from Peterson, and no, Peterson wins this one, and Pittsburgh will have it in their own zone. Yager sends it around the boards, knocked off the puck by Bork, though, and Bork has it. Bork sends it up to Janney. Janney's going to try to skate it in the zone. Over to Quintal. Quintal to Beers. Bob Beers with a shot. Save with traffic in front. And Barrasso will hang on. And we're going to keep line one back out here with 35 seconds to play. We're going to draw back again. Come on, Janney, win this faceoff. Janney loses the faceoff again. And again, Pittsburgh is winning close to 70% of the faceoffs in this one. And Cullen has it now. Over the line, 18 seconds to play. Back to Young. Fires this one high on Moog, and Moog makes the save. Puck bounces into the corner now. Bork has it in the corner, and he slides it around the boards to Weimer. Weimer stick-handling it up. Now time running out in the period. Let's just try to dump it in now and kill it off. Janney gets there, and that'll end the first period. Wow, a very, very lopsided first period here in Pittsburgh tonight in the 1991 season. And it's the Penguins won and the Bruins won. 18 shots on goal for the Penguins, 13 scoring chances. They were actually 0 for 2 on the power play. The goals, Erie scored for Pittsburgh just 2 minutes and 27 seconds in, and then halfway through the period, Neely tipping home the shot from Peterson from the point. And that's where we are. So second period action here from the Igloo. Balanced attack, and Janney loses another face-off. Cullen wins this one over to Young. Sends it back to Zalapski, and here they come the other way. Now up to Young. Cullen with it. Drops it back to Zalapski. Over to Cullen. Cullen with it. Fakes a shot. Blast to Stevens. Shot. Big save by Moog. And that's shot number 19 of the game. Stevens has it now. Over to Cullen. This is all Pittsburgh right now. Stevens, wrist shot. Saved by Moog. Young trying to tap in the rebound, but Wesley gets there just ahead of him. Flips it out to center ice. And that's all the Bruins can do right now. Young had it, and he's hit by Neely, and the puck springs over now to Ruzicka. Ruzicka's going to try to skate it in over the line. Sends it over to Janney. Drops it back to Bork. Bork tried to go to Neely, and Neely hit an edge and fell down. So Cullen coming the other way for the Penguins. Here comes Cullen now. I hit continue, didn't I? Yeah, there I did. Okay. Now sends it up to Gillen. Gillen over to Boston line. Gillen drop back to Erie. Mullen going to the net. Mullen tips this one, and it went wide. Boy, that worked really well early in the game for Boston. And now the Penguins trying to take the lead on the tip shot of their own. A balanced attack as Peterson has the puck. Sends it up to Carpenter. Carpenter plays it in deep now. He's out there with Nyland. Nyland slides it back to Carpenter. One-time shot, and that goes wide. I think Taglianetti might have got a piece of that one. Puck goes into the corner now. Stanton with it now. Up to Mullen. Back to Stanton. Stanton turns. Fires with some people right in front of him. Saved by Moog. And Moog will hang on. 17:35 to go here in second period. 1-1 our score, but the shots are 21-6 Pittsburgh. Holy cow. Any idea who won the cup this year? Anyone? Anyone want to take a guess? Who beat Minnesota in the finals? Yeah, it wasn't Boston. And it's won by the Penguins again. Hillier has it, and he lost it now, and he's got to play it in deep. So Burridge with it now for the Bruins. Burridge sends it over to Poulin now. Poulin with it's going to try to go back to the Bork at the point. Does he get it to Bork? Yes, Bork turns, shoots this one and blocked. There was a lot of traffic in front, and it bounces down to Roberts. Roberts over to Yak. Look at all the guys in this team. It's like a team of all-stars in this Penguins team. Unbelievable. And it's stolen now. It's going to be Poulin on the rush. Dave Poulin coming in now. Over to Burridge. Back to Poulin. Saved by Barrasso on the 2-on-1. Nice try by Boston there, but Barrasso coming up big for the Penguins. Peterson with it now. Peterson drops it back to Erie, and he just flips it out to center ice. Janney gets it and throws it in deep. Barrasso stops it for Zalapski, and we get a penalty now as Janney tried to get around Erie on the play, and Erie hauled him down, and Boston will get their first power play of the night. 15:36 to go here in the second period. 1-1 our score, and the Bruins go on to main advantage. So we're going to put line one out here, and we're going to go... Yeah, Galley and Weimer sound pretty good to me. Okay. Let's get Ruzicka, Janney, and Neely out there. All right, so we got our power play line out here right now. So Janney and Trache. And it's going to be Janney now winning it back to Ruzicka. Ruzicka moves it around, sends it over to Weimer, back to Janney, now over to Neely. Neely's got Gianni in front, but he's only got 1 star. But we're on the power play, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to get the pass through. No, Stanton knocks Neely off the puck and taken over by the Penguins. Mullen flips it out. Now, and we got a penalty call on Galley now as he hooks Mullen, and there goes the Boston power play. So I guess they should have gone the safe route and passed it back to the point instead of trying to force that pass into Gianni in the slot. So teams are skating 4-on-4 right now. Oh, this just gets better for Boston. Let's go Bork and Sweeney out there on the D with, let's go Neely and Burridge. How about that? There we go. Sportsman Z, haven't talked to you in a while. How have you been? I check in on your channel all the time, see what's going on there. I love some of the cards and dice stuff you do on that channel. Good to see you here. And we got a balanced attack now. Teams are skating 4-on-4 for 1:16. And then the Penguins will get an abbreviated power play, a 44-second power play. Burridge has it in the slot. A lot of open ice here. Burridge in the zone. Shoots. Tipped by Neely. And that went wide. Last time they converted on that one, a Neely tip, I should say. And it's going to be Murphy with it now. Murphy slides it up to Phil Bork, and he lost it. And it's going to be icing on the play. Like I said, the Penguins are actually experimenting with Coke's new drink that hadn't came out yet. Jolt. Maybe. I don't know if I've ever had a Jolt. If I did, it was a long time ago. All right, so Hodge and Burridge out there right now. Hodge wins the faceoff from Trache. Sweeney trying to get there. Can he get there? No, but Burridge does. Burridge has it in the corner. Oh, boy, not a lot of options here. I guess we could try Hodge in the front. It's only 1 star. We're going to try it, though. Can we get it to Hodge in the front? He does. Hodge shoots. Scores! Burridge, a saucer pass in front to Hodge, and he one-times it behind Barrasso. And the Bruins, though getting vastly outshot in this game, lead it 2-1. Wow, not expecting that. So that time, passing to the 1-star player paid off. They usually don't do that, but we had 4-on-4, so I rolled the dice. And we got the goal here. So the Bruins lead this one 2-1 in a turn of events here on this channel. Usually I'm the team out shooting the opponent and losing, but we'll take it here. Twice the caffeine and all the sugar. Oh, man. Yeah, I couldn't have done that as a kid. No way. Even as a kid, I wouldn't want all that sugar. Oh, boy. I'd probably still be running around from that stuff there. All right, teams are skating 4-on-4 for 23 seconds, and Boston has stolen the lead here in Pittsburgh, 2-1 on the goal by Hodge. Stevens over the line now. Stevens fires this one on Moog and save, and that might have hit Sweeney and slowed down, but Moog's going to cover this up. The Penguins are now on the power play for 44 seconds, and Boston see if they can kill this off here. Trache is going to win the face-off, though. Penguins winning most of the face-offs. Mullen slips on the inside. Oh, blocked by Bob Beers, though. Bob Beers, what a nice gutsy block, as it says right here. Now it's over to Stanton. Stanton shoots and scores, and the game is tied on the power play. And the Penguins are now 1 for 3 on the man advantage, and they cash in on shot number 22, and it's now a 2-2 game. Let's just recap the scoring real quick. Again, in the first, it was Erie and Neely, and it was 1-1. Hodge scored for Boston here, but again, 54 seconds later, Stanton scores on the power play, and this game is tied at 2-2. Oh, let's see. Let's go to the top lines out here for Boston and see if we can get a little bit of offense out of them. Janney's going to win the face-off from Gillen this time. Nice job by Mr. Janney. Over to Rosiska now. Over to Neely. Neely sends it back to Bork at the point, who's wide open. Bork with a drive, and it's blocked in front by Zalapski. Murphy has it now for Pittsburgh. Coming the other way. Here come the Penguins. Stevens with it now. Stevens lost it at the Boston line, and it's taken by Nyland. Nyland over to Christian. Christian sends it back to Don Sweeney. Don Sweeney couldn't handle it at the blue line, and it's taken away by the Penguins. 11:53 to go here in the second period now. Stanton over the line. Over to Stevens, and Stevens lost the puck, and it's going to be Sweeney again. Over to Nyland. They play it in deep. Christian gets there first. Sends it back to Carpenter, but now Carpenter lost the puck. Some sloppy play here in the second period. Stanton with it now. Stanton trying to get around Peterson, and he does. Actually sends it to Peterson, rather. We got a Peterson on both teams. We got a Bork on both teams. A little confusing in here, but we'll get by it. Neely plays it in deep, and we got a penalty called. Neely was tripped by Stanton, and he'll go to the box, and the Bruins will get their second power play of the game. And Nathaniel Scott's in here. Hey, thanks for coming by tonight. I'm actually, I figured I'd fire this up because I got to practice because I'm actually going behind the mic again this week. either Wednesday or this weekend coming up. Like, I'm going to be doing some junior hockey games, so I figured I would get on here and practice a little bit so I can be ready when or if they call me this week. But hopefully that'll happen. And it's going to be good to get back behind the mic and do some real hockey for a change. It's a lot easier than playing it and trying to describe it. So this is good practice, though, because I haven't done a real hockey game in, I think, 2 years now since all this stuff started. All right, Stanton in the box. Burridge, Christian. No, let's go Ruzicka, Janney, Christian, and then Galley and Wesley on the power play. We're going to mix it up here on the power play. Cheesy Booth, thanks for coming by, buddy. Yeah, I'm just kind of having some fun tonight. So thanks for stopping in. All right, so the Bruins are going to try to take the lead here on the power play. They're 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Janney over to Ruzicka. Ruzicka has it now, trying to get it to, what do we want to do, Galley in the middle? Sure, we'll go to Galley. Trying to get it to Galley. Galley shot saved by Barrasso. Rebound in front, and it's picked up by Zalapski. Zalapski can't clear it, though. Wesley has it. Wesley's going to try to make a pass here. Wesley, well, he hangs on to the puck now. Wesley again with it. Now he's just going to try to shoot this one, and that's tipped away in front. That never made it to Barrasso's. Hillier got a leg on that one. Christian over to Janney. Back to Wesley. Wesley trying to get it back to Janney. Can he get it to him? Janney gets it. Scores! Craig Janney. He beats Barrasso on the power play. And the Bruins go ahead 3-2. So each team with a power play goal in this one. The Bruins actually have a goal on a 4-on-4. So special teams, big part of this game for both teams. And the Bruins, with only 10 shots on Barrasso in this game, have scored 3 times. This one from Janney by Wesley. I only had the 2 stars on the pass this time, so I took the chance and I got it. And the Bruins have cashed in. And the Bruins were not a bad team this year. Penguins are just loaded. I mean, the Penguins are just loaded. Oh, you like the old school Bruins? Yeah. Sometimes I usually go back to the 70s, but tonight I went 90s, 90, 91. I wanted to kind of play something I was a little bit more familiar with. So now shot saved by Moog as Trottier fired this one. And Moog will hang on. And we get another TV timeout here with 9:04 to go here in the second period. 3-2 Boston. And we're back from the TV timeout. And let's see. So Boston's going to go, we're going to go line 2. Line 2 for everybody out here for Boston. And Poulin now wrestles that away from Cullen. Big win by Dave Poulin. Now it's up to Burridge now. Burridge and Poulin coming the other way. Drop pass to Sweeney. Sweeney trying to go back to Burridge. Burridge's going to try to penetrate. Yeah, Burridge's going to try to penetrate. Can he get around his man? Yes, he does. Burridge in. Score the backhand. Randy Burridge. As he got around Zarly Zalapski and put it in behind Barrasso. And wowzer, this is 4 goals on 11 shots on Tom Barrasso. I wouldn't have guessed this. I would have not have guessed this tonight, folks. At least not on 11 shots. So the Bruins, they go up 4-2, but it is not over. This game could easily be like 9-5 Pittsburgh. Let me tell you, they just got a lot of firepower. And this time Gillen wrestles that away from Janney at center ice. And here come the Penguins now down by 2. Mullen plays it all the way in deep. And it's going to be Ruzicka in the corner now for Boston. Ruzicka sends it over to Bork. Bork over to Neely. Neely's got to play it in deep. Ruzicka gets there first, though, over to Janney, and a delayed call. We got a delayed call coming up now, and it's finally touched up, and Hillier is going to go for tripping. So more bad news for the Penguins. As Boston will go back on the man advantage. They're 1 for 2, and this will be their 3rd time with the extra man. Hockey fan 76, good to see you in here, bud. Nice 1990. Still like your 95, 96 tracks. Yep, I mean, that's a good one, too. Was that Red Wings Devils 95? I think it was. That's when I started to tail off right at that point, because that's when the Bruins went downhill, and they went into the new arena, and it just wasn't the same as the Garden. So there was a few years there I didn't really quite follow hockey all that much, but I followed it right up to about 95. NHL 94, of course, I followed, and all that stuff there. Face-off now, and won by Trottier, and they'll kill some time on the man advantage. Mullen, Trottier over the line, and the Boston line knocked off the puck by Wesley, and here come the Bruins now. Wesley will start the power play. Wesley sends it over to Neely. Neely plays it in deep. Janney gets there first, sends it back to Neely. Neely, lost the puck now, and tackling Eddie has it, and he clears it away. 58 seconds go in the man advantage, and here come the Bruins the other way. It's going to be Janney with it now over the line. Janney over to Neely. Neely, he's got Bork or Janney? I'm going to go to Janney in the middle. Can we get it to Janney? Looking for a second goal. Janney shoots, and that's blocked by Zalapski. As Ollie Zalapski slid in front of the shot, Roberts flipped it out, and that just will about do it on the man advantage. Hilliard's out of the box, and it's going to be Nyland with it now. 5:57 to go here in the second period. Nyland over to Christian. Christian over the line. Christian shoots this one, and that's deflected out of play. Face off in the Pittsburgh zone. 4-2 Boston. Shots at 24-12 for the Penguins. As JT shows up here in Pittsburgh for a little hockey action tonight here on a Sunday night. And it's going to be won by Gillen again. And it's coming the other way. Mullen, Airy, Gillen, shoots, saved by Moog. And he'll hang on. Shot number 25, Andy Moog, is playing super huge tonight. Somebody was asking Moog against versus Byron Defoe. Moog tonight is showing why I would probably go with Moog. Janney wins the face-off from Cullen, and it's going to be Janney taking the puck now the other way. And another penalty called, and this time it's going to be on Neely. And the Penguins will go on a man advantage. They're 1 for 3 on their power play as well. This will be their 4th chance, and holy cow, the Bruins now got to hold their breath here late in the second period. Carpenter and Cullen on the draw. It's won by Cullen, and here comes that deadly Pittsburgh power play. I don't like to see this at all. Stevens, Cullen, shot blocked by Glenn Wesley. Christian trying to get that puck out, sends it over to Bork, and Bork does clear it out to center ice. Zalapski with it now to Cullen, over to Yager. Yager to Cullen, to Zalapski, back to Stevens. Stevens over to Cullen. Cullen with a slap shot. Score! And it's 4-3. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It went wide of the net. Holy cow. I'm looking at the chalkboard. It went right through the net. So they're going to have to take a look at that. Was there a hole in the net or not? Holy cow. I thought the Penguins made it 4-3, but they did not. And I was trying to think of one of those witty things that the Penguins announcer comes up with, but, check that net for a hole or something like that. Cullen with it now. Boy, the Penguins thought they tied it up, but that shot, it went wide according to the play-by-play here on the screen. So Yaga with it now. Over to Cullen Murphy. Shot, and that goes wide. Clearly that one went wide. Sweeney clears it out to center ice. 30 seconds to go in the Neely power play. Roberts with it. Drops it from Mullen. Mullen a screen save with Young in front. And Mogul hang on. And the Bruins kill off the Neely penalty. Whoo, boy. Wowzers. That was close. I thought that shot went in. It landed in the net. And I was like, oh, that's in the net. But I guess it was wide. Again, the chalkboard is just kind of a representation of what's going on. So you just take the good with the bad with the chalkboard. Hole cut in the net. I actually saw a hole in the net one time when we were at the minor league game. We sat right behind the net, and there was a huge hole at the bottom. And so the linesman is skating around at the end of the period, and I went, hole in the net. And the guy stops, and he's like, I can't find it. I'm like, I'm telling you, there's a hole in the net. And he skated around, and he thought I was kidding him. And like, next thing you know, the whole section's like going, there's a hole in the net. And he stopped, and he found it. And he went, oh, thanks. But there was a big hole in the net. There was a couple of things, so they tied it all up. But that was kind of fun. Scratch my back with a hacksaw. Okay, that's a good one there. That's a good one. I couldn't think of one off the top of my head. So the teams are back to 5-on-5. 2:47 to go here in the second period. Janney wins this one from Gillen, and the puck goes in the corner now. Rosiska skating it out now, and it's going to be offside at the Penguin blue line. So we'll do another face-off here at neutral ice. Janney and Gillen once again. This time, Janney's going to win it. And the face-offs are a little closer to even now, as it's going to be Boston with it now. Janney over to Rosiska. Rosiska shoots this one. That's well wide of the net. And it's going to be Mullen with it now. Mullen to Hilliard over to Erie. Erie back to Gillen. A lot of Penguin passes here. Erie with it now over to Gillen. Shot saved by Moog. Oh, boy, right in front. And Andy Moog makes his 25th save of the game. Wowzers. By Sam a drink and get his dog one, too. Okay, that's a good one, too. I like that one there. Sweeney's going to win the puck from Cullen, and Boston comes now. It's going to be Sweeney over to Skriko. Skriko back to Sweeney. Slides it back to Petri. Skriko, can he slip in on the inside? Gets around Zalapski. Skriko, stopped by Barrasso. And the last time we tried to penetrate, it was Randy Burridge going around Zalapski and scoring on the backhander. And there's a lot of good one-liners here in the chat room. They're really good. All right, so Carpenter on the... Oh, Nyland's going to take the face-off as Carpenter was kicked out. And Nyland's going to win the face-off. Knuckles Nyland with a face-off win. With a minute to go, Carpenter has it now. Oh, do I go to Nyland with 3 stars? How hilarious if Nyland scores. Nyland shoots this one, saved by Barrasso. Was not expecting a goal by Nyland, and he'll hang on. 30 seconds to go here in the second period. 4-2 Bruins, surprising the Penguins here. Maybe I should start a project if the Bruins hang on and win this one, right? Neely with it now, trying to slide it over to Ruzicka. Can he get it to him? No, Zalapsky makes a play. And the puck is go to Loney now. Loney to Trottier, but time will run out in the period. So much different second period. The Penguins outshot the Bruins 18 to 6 in that first period. This time it's a lot closer. It's 9-8, and the Bruins skating with a 4-2 lead in this one right now. The goalie didn't know whether to cry or wind his watch. That's a good one. Don't know what it means, but that's a good one. And we start the third period here in Pittsburgh, and it's going to be played into the zone. Neely with it now. Neely shot, deflected by Ruzicka, and that never made it to the net as Stevens made a nice block, and it's going to come out to center to Bork. Over to Neely. Neely plays it in deep, and Brassel's going to leave it for Zalapsky. Now over to Stevens. He comes the other way. Plays it in deep. Wesley has it now, and Boston plays it now. Almost icing, but they're going to wave it off, and Stevens with the puck now for the Penguins. Taglianetti over the line. Drops it off to Mullen. Hit by Carpenter on the play. Now Nyland has a breakaway. Here comes Chris Knuckles Nyland on a breakaway. On Barrasso. Here he comes. Nyland moving in. He shoots. He scores! Chris Nyland makes it 5-2 Boston on the breakaway goal. Oh, and there's a certain person in Vermont right now that's rolling over up there in one of the banners. I can tell it right now. 5-2 Boston. Oh, boy. You wonder how long the computer's going to keep Barrasso in the net here. 5 goals on 15 shots, including a breakaway by Chris Nyland. And assist goes to Carl Wilkerson in the chat room, who just showed up, and he helped Nyland get that goal. Great job, Carl. Thanks for coming in just in time. Still a long way to go, though. It's 17:58 to play, almost 18 minutes to go here. And the Bruins have a 3-goal lead. Hopefully we can at least get a tie out of this, you know. Peterson with it now. And he loses it now to Roberts. Roberts over to Yager. Yager trying to get over the line. Sends it over to Bork in the corner. Bork's knocked off the puck by Poole. And I believe that's Phil Bork, by the way, for the Penguins. Not Ray Bork. And now Weimer has it. Weimer's going to try to skate safely with it now. And it's up to Neely. Neely just flips it out to center ice. Stevens over the line. Stevens shoots this one. Saved by Moog. And that's shot number 28 on the Boston goaltender. The Bruins, again, with only 15 shots. But they got 5 goals in this game as they're shocking everybody here in Pittsburgh and in the chat room. Janney and Gillen on the draw. One by Gillen again. Gillen sends it over to Taglianetti. Back to Gillen. Now to Mullen. Mullen looking to make it a play, but knocked off the puck by Quintal. Balanced attack for the Bruins now. Janney up over the line. Over to Neely, and we got a call. Quintal will go for slashing, and now the referee's got to get involved. It's going to be the 5th power play for the Penguins in this game. Face off in the Boston zone. Bruins looking to kill another penalty. Penguins are 1 for 4 on the man advantage. Boston is 1 for 3 on the man advantage. Zalapsky over to Young. Young moving in. Saved by Moog. Oh, Andy Moog, a 10-bell save right there on the power play. And Mullen got knocked down. No call. The referee's going to put the whistle away here. And it's going to be Zalapsky with it now. Zalapsky fires this one. Saved by Moog again. Oh, boy. Bork trying to clear it out. And over to Wesley now. See if we can get it out of the zone. Wesley trying to shoot it out. And he does with some help from Carpenter. And here comes Murphy now. He's knocked over, and the ref is going to let it go again. They don't want to put Boston down by 2 men. And 44 seconds to go on the penalty to Quintal. Scott Young with it now. Over neutral ice, over to Boston line, to Zalapsky. Back into Young, over to Trottier. Zalapsky, one-time pass to Mullen. Shot blocked by Peterson of the Bruins. Al Beach Peterson with a nice play. Mullen in deep. Over to Murphy. Shot saved by Moog. Loose puck. And it's going to be picked up by Peterson in the corner. Peterson trying to clear it out. Sweeney has it now. We just want to clear it out of here and get a line change as Quintal's out of the box. Neely lost it now, and it's going to be Phil Bork. Phil Bork shoots this one, blocked by Peterson again. Bruins trying to get organized after killing off the penalty. Janney line finally comes out for Boston, and they're going to flip it all the way down. Neely's going to get there first, and then he's going to lose the puck. 12:15 to go here in the third period. Taglianetti up to Yager now. Yager over to Stanton, and he overskated the puck. Janney coming the other way for Boston. Teams are skating fast now in the third period. Nyland, who has a goal, slides it over to Christian Davey. Christian shoots this one, and a save by Barrasso. He hasn't made many saves tonight, but he did make that one. It's going to be Murphy now. Murphy over to Stevens, sends it to Cullen behind the net, and he's going to start it out. Gets it out to center. It's going to be knocked down by Galley. He's going to dump and chase here for Boston with 11 minutes to go. Carpenter gets there first, sends it back to Sweeney, who lost it at center. It's going to be Tanny on a breakaway. Here comes Tanny, moving in on Moog. Tanny scores! So Sweeney couldn't keep it in at the blue line, and Tanty was on his horse, and he goes down, and now it's 5-3. This game is not over, folks, not by a long shot. Yeah, Moog was going to get a star. If he holds off here, he'll get a star. 32 shots, 29 saves for Andy Moog in this game. Oh, boy. 10:41 to play. It's still a long way to go here in Pittsburgh. Phil Bork has it over to Yager. Yager back to Zalapsky. Zalapsky to Yager. It's tipped by Bork, and it went wide. That was Phil Bork tipping that one in the corner. Hodge with it now for Boston. 3-on-2. Here comes Hodge. Drops it back for Bork. Slides it over to Burridge. Burridge shoots. This one, he scores! Randy Burridge, his second goal of the game, assisted by Bork and Wesley. As the Penguins were selling out on the play, they were all hands on deck in the offensive zone, and that allowed the Bruins to break out 3-on-2 on the odd man rush. And some nice passing to Burridge, and Randy Burridge gets his second of the game, and the Bruins got 6 goals on 17 shots on Tom Barrasso, who's still in the game. The computer's going to stick with him. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Sometimes these games happen. All right, balanced attack at center now. It's back to a 3-goal lead with just under 10 minutes to play. Sweeney has it with it now. Sweeney fires this one, saved by Barrasso, and he gets the Bronx cheer as Peterson and Taglianetti mix it up in the face-off circle, and here we go. And now the fight comes out to the blue line. Now Peterson and Taglianetti still going at it here, and this is not going to be good news for Boston. They're going to lose one of their better defensive defensemen here. And it's going to be 5 minutes each. Oh, boy. So Bruins are going to be down Peterson now, so they're going to have to – we're going to see a lot of Weimer and Quintal out here for Boston. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Face-off in the Penguin zone, 9.5 to play. 6-3 Boston here in 1990-91 action here on the channel tonight. Lazaro over to Sweeney. Sweeney back to Wesley has it. Wesley trying to go back to Lazaro. Can he get it to him? Yes, he does. Lazaro shoots this one. Saved by Barrasso. Squeezing his pads. And he looks behind him, and he had it the whole way. 8:45 to play. Sweeney on the draw against Cullen right now. Sweeney's going to win this one for Boston. Every face-off is big right now. It's going to kill some time. Oh, he's got Skriko wide open. Galley trying to get it to Skriko. He gets it to a Skriko, shoots, saved by Barrasso. Oh, Skriko trying to tip that one in, and Tommy Barrasso with a double pad stack making the save. 8:06 to play. Time is ticking away here in Pittsburgh. Tanty's going to win this one. Now, Tanty had that breakaway goal a couple minutes ago that pulled the Penguins within 2, but now they trail by 3 again. Tanty just flips it out, and now it's Boston coming the other way. Boston over the line. Rosiska drops it to Neely. Neely shoots this one. Barrasso comes out and makes the save. Neely busted his stick on the shot. He's going to try to retrieve a new twig as the Penguins come the other way. Zalapsky over to Loney. Loney back to Tanty. Tanty moves it around. Tanty fires this one. Saved by Moog. Shot number 33 and save number 30 for Andy Moog. Wowzers. If Andy Moog is not number 1 star in this game, I don't know what to tell you. Going to go balanced attack right now. Hodge, Burridge, pooling out there with Bork and Wesley for Boston. Cullen's going to win the faceoff, though. Gets it back to the point. Slides it over to Scott Young. Young shot. That deflected wide by Ray Bork. Wesley has it for Boston. Slides it up to Burridge, and Burridge clears it out for the Bruins. 5:47 to play here in the third period. It's going to be Young over the lines. Over to Cullen. One-time shot saved by Moog. Stick saved by Moog, and he'll just cover that one up. He's going to cover up everything right now. At least that's what I would tell him to do. The shots are 34-20 in favor of the Penguins. However, the Boston Bruins lead this one 6-3. Balanced attack right now for the Bruins. Janney's going to win this one. It's going to go into Moog. He's going to slide it into the corner to Wesley. Wesley on the break now. Over to Neely. Neely had it taken away by Gillen, and here come the Penguins the other way. And Gillen overskates the puck, though, and it's going to be Rosiska with it. And we're just going to try to clear it out right now. Over to Neely, and they just flip it out to center ice as they kill some time. It's Cullen coming the other way. Cullen plays it in deep. Now it's over to Roberts. Over to Stevens. Back to Cullen. Cullen back to Roberts at the point. Moving in. Fires this one. Saved by Moog. He saw that through the screen, and he'll hang on. 3:45 to play here in Pittsburgh. 6-3 Boston. He'll go balanced again. Sometimes you play too safe, it can kind of bite you here. So we'll go balanced attack right now. Peterson, who's out of the box after the fight, slides it up to Nyland, and he's offside at the blue line. Nyland has a breakaway goal in this game. Yes, he does. Burge has a couple. Nyland has a goal. And I think Kenny Hodge had one, and I'm trying to think who else got the Boston goal. Neely got that tipping goal in the first period. So let's just try to clear it down right now. And Poulin's going to win this one with 3:17 to play. And it's going to be Poulin flipping it in just to get it out of the way. And it's going to be Stevens now. Stevens coming with 2.5 to play. Sweeney's with a steal, though, for Boston. And we just want to try to clear it out one more time. Burridge gets it and clears it out again. That's what we want to do right now. Time ticking away on the Penguins. Trottier over the line. Back to Loney. Loney with a shot blocked by Skriko. And it bounces over to Sweeney. Sweeney slides it over to Bork. Bork just trying to clear it out as well. 1:42 to play. And safely to Skriko, who just clears it out to center ice. Big hit by Sweeney on Loney, and the puck bounces in the corner to Wesley. Can we clear it out again? Bork, with some help from Wesley, shoots it all the way down. It's going to be icing, and we'll take the icing right now. 1:16 to play here in Pittsburgh. The Bruins up by 3. And we're going to go, we're going to try to clear it out again is what we're going to try to do. Sweeney with a nice win here, and that'll kill some time. Wesley sends it around the boards to Skriko. Skriko flips it all the way up. And here come the Penguins the other way now. 1:01 to play. Loney with it now. Loney over the line. Shot saved by Moog. And Moog will hang on to this one here. And that's 36 shots now on Andy Moog. Face-off is Sweeney and Tanty. And it's going to be won by Sweeney to the Bruins with another big face-off win right here. And it's up to Lazaro now. Lazaro over the line, over to Sweeney. Sweeney with a slap shot, and that goes wide to Barrasso, but it's less than a minute to play in this game. It's going to be Loney with it now. Loney up to open ice, over to Trottier with it now. Trottier, and a penalty called on Lazaro. And that's okay. He took away a scoring chance, and we'll take that trade right now with 42.9 seconds to play here in the third period. And as the announcer, Kyle Wilkinson, says, 1 minute left in the period, 1 minute. All right, let's see if we can clear it out of here. Carpenter and Cullen on the draw. Big face-off win here. No, won by Cullen. Cullen's going to get it back to the point. It's going to be Cullen taking a shot right now. Shot blocked in front by Moog. He might have hit Yager, and Moog covers up. Yager tried to tip that one. I think it hit him in the back. And we got a face-off. 32 seconds to play. Penguins will be on the power play for the rest of the game. They're 1 for 5. And it's going to be won by Cullen again. It's going to be Murphy at the point. Cullen with it. Back to Murphy. Murphy moves in. Over to Stevens. Back to Yager. Back to Stevens. Time ticking away here, and then the game will end. Wow. A lot of passing by the Penguins. They didn't want to take that shot. They're looking for that perfect shot, and they didn't get it. And it's all academic at this point here. The Bruins are up by 3. So, again, the Penguins outshooting the Bruins in that period. 10-6, 8 scoring chances. But look at that, 3 blocked shots by the Bruins. Penguins are also 0 for 2 on the man advantage. So let's take a look at the stars of the game. I'm thinking Burridge first star. Maybe like Nyland? Would they give Nyland a star and then Moog? Moog's not going to be the first star. I know that. So let's go. Let's click here, and the game is over. Let's see what the stars say. The stars are aligned. All right, so before we reveal the stars of the game, let's look at the scoring here. So Ari scored for Pittsburgh, and then Neely scored, and that was 1-1 after 1. Bruins exploded in the second for 3 goals. Hodge, Janney, and Burridge with goals. Stanton won for Pittsburgh on the power play. And the Bruins actually had a 4-2 lead. Then in the third, holy cow, Nyland on the breakaway, and then Burridge put it away with his second of the game halfway through the period, and that was that. A lot of penalties in this game. Let's see if we can scroll down here. Let's get the stars of the game, and it is. I told you, it's going to be Burridge. Oh, not Moog is nothing. Burridge, Janney, and Neely are the stars of the game. Moog with 34 saves. Game-winning goal by Randy Burridge. So the shots on goal, as you see right here, 37-20 Pittsburgh. Face-offs were closer than I thought. Bruins won a few face-offs at the end. Pittsburgh won 30 out of the 57 face-offs. for 52%. Bruins had more hits. Bruins had more blocks and shot attempts. 52 shot attempts by the Penguins. Holy jumping. 28 scoring chances. And, yeah, Penguins are 1 for 6 on the man advantage. So, wowzers. So, let's go back to Studio B here. So, the Bruins come away. That was actually kind of fun. That was an enjoyable game tonight. Just wanted to kind of get on and play something. And I wasn't sure if I was going to go with Inside the Crease or Action PC. But I knew I was going to go 1990. And that was a good one here. That was a good one. And Action PC is kind of easy. It's really not that hard. It's just kind of looking at what your options are, and there's 1, 2, or 3 stars. So obviously the 3-star passes is going to be the better chance of a success. But I got a couple of 2-star passes and 1-star passes to complete tonight that led to goals. So anything can happen. So Yaga saving himself. He's got another 30 years to go. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. How imagine that in 1990, sitting there watching the game of the Penguins in 1990 or 1991. You're like, Yaga, you got 30 more years of playing. You're going to be playing in 30 years. Wilkerson was actually our 4-star in this game, picking up 1 assist on the play. So good job with that. But yeah, imagine that. 30 more years of playing. Yikes. But hey, who would have thought that I'd still be playing 30 years ago? If you told me I'd still be playing hockey in my 50s or whatever, I'd be like, I'm not going to be playing in my 50s, but here I am. I'm not that good, but I'm still playing. But anyway, hey, everybody, hey, thanks for tuning in. This was just kind of a warm-up for me because I got the call. I might be going behind the mic again to do some junior hockey and some regular season games and some festivals coming up this week for real, so I might be behind the mic for real. Good to be doing that again. It's been a couple of years, so I'm kind of just using this to kind of prep and practice and get in tune for all that so I can jump back in with both feet if I get the call this week to go back there. But anyway, hey, I'm Dave. Hey, thanks for tuning in. That was a lot of fun tonight. Just wanted to play a little bit of hockey, and that's what we did. And I almost played golf, but said, no, I'm going to play some hockey. I'm going to play some 1990 hockey, and I'm going to play the Penguins for sure. And I wasn't who else I was going to play. I was going to play the Blues or the Red Wings, but I went with Boston. I'm glad I did. Bruins with a nice big win. When does the new season release? For which game now? For the Action PC? I know the basketball's out, and the basketball, you would think that hockey would be out before basketball because the hockey season starts before basketball. So I would imagine the hockey should be out, if not this month, then early next month. And then we'll see what they do as far as releasing seasons for that. I'm tempted to go. APA just released 2004-2005. The APA hockey released that season. It didn't happen. I'm tempted to pick it up, although I'm not a real fan of that season. I know they didn't play that season. That's the season I started watching minor league hockey, 2004-2005. And actually, that's we talked about the Danbury Trashers, that Netflix documentary. That's the year that they played, too. It was like 04, 05 or something like that, so I was ready for a Bruins win. I really was. After that, them losing 3 games in my last project, I was ready for a Bruins win. And I got it tonight. I got it. That was fun. I like all those guys, Ruzicka and Neely and Bork and Moe. Oh, geez, that was my heyday. They went to the Cup Finals twice. They couldn't win it, but that's all. We went, and that was a good time and the whole bit. So, hey, anyway, thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. And if you're off tomorrow, enjoy the day. Hopefully you got some good weather as we celebrate the holiday weekend here. And I will talk to everybody later. I'm not sure what's going on tomorrow. Maybe I'll jump on tomorrow and have something else going here on the channel. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a project. Everything I got going on right now is a long project. I don't have any short-term products right now, so I probably need to find something I can do, maybe a playoff series or something like that and bang something out, or maybe some kind of a championship game or something like that. But I do enjoy the one-offs here because there's no commitment. You play them and you're done. You don't have to worry about finishing the project or finishing out any more games. So